Thank you. Just let me know when you see me, okay?
Yep.
Okay, perfect.
Hair looks so nice.
Thanks. Welcome, welcome, guys. This one piece is being a little crazy. How's everybody today? What you doing there?
I'm just copying your message.
Oh, thanks. What message?
That you typed up?
From before?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So welcome to my live, you guys. I'm Rebecca Dragonheart, Psychic Medium. So here on my live, I do a Q&A done by donation. You can donate through my link tree. Under the donate button, pick whichever denomination you'd like to donate and put your question and your name into instructions to seller. I will also be answering top live gifters as well on the live here, okay? I hope everybody's doing well. Sorry about the live being postponed yesterday. I was feeling a bit under the weather.
I already have 27.
Well, that's good. Excuse my voice is going to be a little scratchy today as well. So for those of you who are new to my live, part of what I do on my live is share my children's book that is up for pre-order. If you do want to take a look at it, it's called The Little Light, A Soul's Journey. And it is exactly what it sounds like. It's the journey of the soul from the other side coming into this incarnation, what the other side looks like, what we look like on the other side, and what it looks like as we choose our lives and our experiences and things like that coming into this life.
All right. We have already received 2 donations.
Perfect.
So we can get started whenever you're
Absolutely, we can get started now.
All right, our first question here is from Tiffany Williamson, who says, hello, I'm needing help on my 2 rings that I have lost. One when we got married, and the other is the 5-year being together ring. Please help me with info. Thank you.
So I'm not sure if you have taken it off in a vehicle, but for some reason I am seeing it in a vehicle. So it looks like it's been removed and then it's somewhere in the bottom part of a vehicle is where I'm seeing. Yeah.
All right. Our next question here is from Freddie. Hello
Hi,
again. Who asks, should I ask my spirit guide Bruce Lee to teach me about healing? Thank you.
Yeah, and you know, that's not the only guide that you have that is teaching healing, honey, but that is going to be part of the chi part of what you're learning, okay? So there is going to be other things that are coming in. There's a feminine guide that you have that is all about herbs and different things as well. So bring them both together.
All
right.
We've already jumped up a bit to 48. Our next question here is from Taikisha, who sent a $20 donation.
Oh, thank you, Taikisha.
Taikisha Scott from Alabama, who asks a couple questions, I think.
Okay.
Who asks, will the pregnancy test be positive tomorrow? I took one today. It was negative. Will I be surprising my mom, Darlene, with the pregnancy tomorrow also, please?
So I'm hearing August for you, honey, not tomorrow, okay? So just be patient. It's coming. It's happening right away, but I just get that you're going to get a positive in August, okay? Make sure you keep me posted.
And we have received a lot more donations.
Okay, perfect.
Through here.
Sure. So if you are new to my live, how it works is it is done by donation. So if you just head up into my link tree, click the donate button, and you can put in whichever denomination you'd like to support. All support goes towards getting my children's book out because I am a self-published author, so I have to come up with all of the funds beforehand, and it's quite expensive to publish a book, especially one that's fully illustrated. So if you do want to support, you can do so that way, and I will answer your questions here on the live, okay? Oh, and put your name and your question into instructions for sellers so we can put you on the list.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to read out your names?
Right. Yes.
Okay, so we're going to read out the names of the list in order as we have it at this moment, okay? So just listen for your name.
All right, so our first one will be from Jessica Fernandez.
Hi, Jessica.
Yeah. Then Amina, then Brianna Blake, then Poetic Linda.
Oh, that's so fun. I love that. For sure.
All right, so Jessica Fernandez sent $10, so
Okay.
two questions.
Okay.
And they ask, will I get the job I'm interviewing for tomorrow? And how does Franklin feel about me? Thank you.
So it feels like, Jessica, you would have the option of taking the job, I feel like, but I think something else is coming along, okay? So this isn't probably the one that you're going to end up with or the one that you're going to go with. And how does Franklin feel about her? So feelings are starting is what I'm hearing, but you're just starting. So give it some time and definitely spend time with each other as much as possible, or communicate with each other as much as possible. All right?
All right, our next question is from Amina, who says, hello, will me and Kreshnik rekindle romantically / talk again soon?
So I'm not getting that you guys are going to have a reconciliation or rekindling, but I do feel like there will be communication. It feels like next month there is going to be some communication happening, okay? But just not a reconciliation. Sorry, honey.
All right.
It's that throat thing. It's just...
Yeah. All right, our next question is from Brianna, who asks, will we get approved for more rental assistance to help with rent?
Yeah, it does look like it, but I feel like it's a temporary solution for you, honey, okay? So it's going to help you right now, but it's not something that's going to be ongoing is what I'm hearing, okay?
All right. Next question is from Linda, who asks, do I have a romantic future with Wes? What is my connection with him?
Mm-hmm. It definitely feels very positive for the two of you, and I do feel like this is something that you guys pre-planned as your experience. So you guys are meant to be together is what I'm hearing, okay? So just take it slow, enjoy the ride. That's the most important part of it, is enjoy the experience, because sometimes we want to jump from the beginning to the end and then you don't get to have the experience in the middle.
All right. And I will read out our top gifters question, since we're just at the bottom of our list here. So Bambi, who is our number one gifter at the moment, asks, are we supposed to be together or have I outgrown the relationship?
No, you've definitely outgrown the relationship, and I do feel like the person who's meant for you is coming in October. Okay?
All right. Yeah. Our next question here is from Thea or Tia Sparkles 47 is the Gmail.
Okay.
Who asks, love message please and thank you.
Okay. So if you are in a relationship, I'm hearing that is going to shift, and it does feel like somebody else is coming into your life who is going to be a lot more in alignment with you, honey. So just be prepared and ready for that. I feel like that's changing within the next 6 months for you, okay? Yeah.
All right. Our next question here is from Jason and Cindy, who asks, will Chelsea go through with the divorce or will she want to reconcile?
I feel reconciliation, actually. So, yeah, I'm not going through with it. Yeah.
All right. Refresh our list here.
For sure.
We did jump up
quite a bit.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm sorry, my voice is a bit scratchy today, so bear with me a little bit. For those of you who are new here, my name is Rebecca Dragonheart, and I'm a psychic medium. I've been doing my work now since 1993. To get your questions answered here on my live, just head up to my link tree, and under the donate button, you can donate whatever denomination you'd like, and all those donations go towards helping me to get my children's book out. So I'm an indie author, which just is a fancy way of saying I'm self-published. My book is called The Little Light, A Soul's Journey. It's a book that I channeled over 20 years ago, and it is literally what it sounds like, the journey of the soul from the other side coming into this incarnation and this experience, what the other side looks like, what we look like on the other side, and how that all translates into our experience here. If that's something that would be interested or you'd be interested in, you can pre-order a copy. We are trying to hit our target of 2,000 pre-orders by the end of July. We're at 87 right now, so we're a little bit away, but I do believe in miracles, like I always say on my lives, so I do know that we will hit our target for sure. All right, you got your list?
All right, I do have our list here. So in order, our next question will be from Liz Alfaro 27.
Okay.
Then we have a donation from Wesley Kathy 87, who didn't include their name or their question.
Okay,
Yeah.
So if you're on the live there still, honey, just put your question in so we can find you, okay?
Then Alessandra Watson, then Lanisha, then Adriana Sportello, then Kieran Truax 13.
Okay, that's a mouthful, hey?
Yeah, then Stephanie, and that's it.
Okay, perfect. Okay. So you guys are all next.
So, go back up here. There we go. All right. Liz Alfaro, 27, says, "Hi, when do you see Ian and I being in a committed relationship, girlfriend/boyfriend?"
So I heard October for you, and it feels like it's kind of slow because there's some fear involved, okay? So just be patient, give it time, but I do feel like by October, this is going to be more of a committed relationship for sure.
All right.
All right.
And I will just say again, if Wesley Kathy 87 is still on the live, just put your question in.
Just put it here on the live.
Yeah. All right. Our next question is from Alessandra Watson, who sent a $20 donation.
Oh, thank you so much, honey.
And they ask, "Hi, my ex-girlfriend Sasha is having surgery in a few weeks and has asked me to be by her side to help recover. Is there a possibility of any reconciliation after this? Spirit guides?"
Mm-hmm. I feel definitely by showing your support, that's going to open her heart up a little bit. So it's definitely going to shift some things for you, okay, honey? So definitely do it. Be there, be receptive, and be caring. Also, get her some amethyst. Do you have a piece of amethyst I can show?
Got yours?
No, a polished piece, not like that. Or even just like a piece like this to help her with a speedy recovery for healing, okay? Especially from surgery. All right?
All right.
All right.
Our next question here is from Lanisha, who asks, "Is there anything my spirit guides want to tell me? Mentally, I'm going through it. Haha, what good things are coming my way?"
So definitely take time for yourself, honey. You need to unplug is what I'm hearing. So you need to definitely cut yourself out of certain people's energy field right now and just take care of you is what I'm hearing. And I do see coming up next 4 months for you, there's a lot of really good shifts happening and there's like a lot of new things coming up for you. So environment seems to be changing, so you might be moving or something is changing that's a drastic change, okay? But it's definitely very positive is what I'm feeling for you. Yeah.
All right. I think this is Alessandra, who you just answered. Her phone froze. She wants to know where she can rewatch.
Oh, I will upload the video to my YouTube channel as soon as I'm done the live, and it's downloaded from TikTok. It can take about an hour sometimes for it to be like fully ready for me to download, but as soon as it is, I put it up on my YouTube, okay? Mm-hmm. That sucks that it froze.
Yeah. All right. Our next question here is from Adriana, who asks, "I really miss John. Has he been missing me? When will he reach out?"
So I do feel like there has been missing on both sides, so definitely, but I'm feeling that there's somebody else coming in, honey, and unfortunately it's not going to be John for you. I feel like there's a different person coming in. The name Daniel comes through, so it seems like an important name for you, and this is somebody who's more in alignment for you, honey. All right?
All right. I do see I'm Wesley Kathy 87. Just put your question in on the live.
Yeah. You see it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Got it?
They didn't put the
Not
question
yet?
in.
Okay. So if you can put your question in, honey, then we can get to you, okay?
Mm-hmm. All right. Our next question here is from Kieran Truax 13. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but it's an email.
Okay.
And they ask, "What month will I get my dream job? Company name or initial, please?"
So I saw an O right away. I'm hearing it's September, so it's not that far away, but I see a big O, so it starts with an O. All right?
All right. Our next question here is from Stephanie, who asks, "Hi, Rebecca. I love your hair."
Oh, thanks, honey.
"I feel like I've been scattered all over the place. Any guidance for me?"
Yeah, so for you, sound therapy really works. So what I would do is put on some... they're showing me like singing bowls or water or Tibetan bells or something to that effect to really help you get your focus back and start writing, honey. So journaling, getting out of your space cadet way right now is the best way to put it. So journaling and just getting yourself focused that way, okay? Take the time for yourself, and it's super important that you quiet the mind more than anything, okay? Yeah.
All right. That was the end of our list, so I'm just going to
Refresh?
and I'll read our top gifters for
Okay.
now.
Did we get the question?
She hasn't put it in yet.
Okay.
All right. Rosita Rodriguez, oh my goodness, 82, who is our top gifter at the moment, asks, can you communicate with pets? If you do, I want to hear from my dog, Lola.
Definitely. So animals, it's interesting. When they cross over, they tend to stay with us if they've had a really enjoyable life. And a lot of times what I feel is they're following us around, right? So I do get that sense with your puppy there. It's like following you around the entire space and fully a part of your experience still. So I want you to just quiet down and pay attention, because I do feel like it's like constantly with you. And there's like a toy or something. I don't know if you kept a toy or what it is about the toy, but the toy is significant is what I'm hearing. All right.
I'm still writing down our list.
Sure.
So our next top gifter, Belinda, who is our second top gifter, asks, is Jason going to commit soon? Those fireworks were from Stacy.
So I heard no. I'm sorry, Jason is not going to commit. It does feel like somebody else is going to sneak in there, but not for about 7 months, I'm hearing, okay? So you do have somebody else that's going to be coming into your life. Sorry, but Jason is just like this half in, half out type energy is what I feel.
All right. Our new list here in order.
So just listen for your name, okay, guys?
Mm-hmm. Our new list here. Our next question will be from Roxana, then Autumn, then Cindy, then Amanda Remy, then Nasla Zetina, which is a very nice name.
Very nice, yeah.
Then Courtney Peyton, then Crothbart, and that's it.
Okay.
All right. So, one moment here while I go back up to the top of our list. All right. Roxana asks, do you foresee a new job coming in for me? Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm hearing for you within the next 2 months there's going to be a shift and you're going to be doing something different. It's a lot different from what you're comfortable with or what you've been doing is what I'm hearing, okay? Yay.
All right. Still haven't put their question in.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Our next question is from Autumn, who donated on the last live.
Thanks, Autumn.
Remember?
Yeah.
And she asks, will my Etsy store be profitable anytime soon with digital art or autographs? Or Aurographs, sorry. Or should I not put any time into that?
No, definitely do. But I'm hearing you're not going to hit a stride until about 6 months is what I hear, okay? But definitely put your time into it because it's part of the package of what you're supposed to be doing, honey, okay?
All right. I do see Wesley Kathy 87 is saying, hi, I donated, but please put your question
Yeah,
in.
can you put your question here on the live because you didn't write anything in your instructions to seller, so we just need your question so that we can answer you, okay? Mm-hmm. So just write it in on the live here.
All right. Our next question is from Cindy, who asks, is my business going to be successful? Thank you.
Yeah, I'm hearing about 1.5 years is when you're going to start seeing the flow of cash coming in, but it does feel very successful for you, honey, okay? So don't try not to stress and worry. It takes a little bit of time for everything to kind of come back and build up again.
All right. Our next question is from Amanda, who asks, should I take the leap and get involved with this company around makeup? It's my passion, but don't know how successful it will be.
Mm-hmm. So what I'm hearing is it's a good introduction into the field, but you're not going to be sticking around is what I hear. So it's going to be something you're going to do temporarily, and then it's going to open doors for something different in the next 2 years is what I hear, okay? So it's a good starting point, but it's not going to make you the success that you're thinking through this particular company. It just is opening the door for you. Yeah.
All right. Our next question is from Nasta, who asks, do I have a romantic future with Terry? Is my ex Justin upset that I have a new boyfriend?
Mm-hmm. Yes, for both. So definitely I see yes, you're going to have a relationship happening here. Yeah.
All right. Our next question is from Courtney, who asks, should I leave Cody? And will the girls and I be okay if we do?
Yeah, you will be okay, honey. But I am getting cautioned not yet. So make sure that everything is in place before you decide to make that shift in your life, okay? But you're definitely going to be fine.
All right. Yeah. Wesley Kathy put.
Finally, there we are.
So Wesley Kathy 87 asks, "Is my brother Josh and Heath okay?"
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I can't tell if it's supposed to be Heath or Heather.
Yes. Probably Heather.
Yeah, they just want to know if they're okay.
Yes. I got a yes right away, so I'm not concerned at all, honey.
All right. This is the bottom of our list here, so I will be refreshing after this.
Okay.
Crothbart asks, "Will the relationship with my husband last?"
Yeah, you guys have have to work a little bit on things, but I do feel like you're good for each other and you're good with each other, so it definitely feels like it's going to be okay. All
right. I will read just our top gifter, actually, if you want to go over the books.
Sure, yeah. So, welcome to my live, guys. I am an indie author, and this is my first children's book. It's called The Little Light, A Soul's Journey. So an indie author just means that I'm self-publishing my book. This is the first of many, and anybody who helps me to bring this book to life in the beginning is getting a little extra. So I'm going to be doing a special edition for you guys. So it's going to have the gold leaf, and then it's going to have gold paper. I'm only going to be printing 2,000 copies of that. So if you do want to get a copy of the special edition, it's also going to be signed. You can do so through my website, www.rebeccadragonheart.com, or just right up in my link tree under the little light. There's a whole bunch of information there for you to see. I have a wonderful illustrator who's helping me design, thank you for the corgi, honey, who's helping me design the interior of it, and is absolutely stunning and beautiful. So I'm really excited to get this out to you guys. I had an experience where I crossed over at 14 and I was told it wasn't my time to be there, and I was sent back. And so I did get an opportunity to see what the other side looks like, what we look like when we're on the other side. And I got a lot of information about how the transition from the other side and picking our lives and coming into this life looks. So if that is something you think would be something you want to share with your kids to help them really understand that they are a soul, not, a soul in a human body, not the other way around, as Wayne Dyer likes to say, please go order yourself pre-order a copy of The Little Light.
All right.
All right. So we have our list.
Yeah.
All right.
So first we're going to do our top gifter, psychic healer Stacy.
Hello, Stacy. Welcome back, honey.
My guides know I'm frustrated with myself. Do they have any advice regarding my abilities? Thank you both.
Yes, honey. So you're clairaudient, and I don't know if we talked about this before. So just listen. And I know you're frustrated because you're not getting the full aspect of your gifts yet, but they're coming. So don't worry about that. It is working itself out, and you are getting there, and you're doing a great job, honey. So don't be so hard on yourself. I think you're a bit of a perfectionist, and you're harder on yourself than you need to be, is what I hear. Okay? Just listen. Thank you, honey.
Our new list here in order. Our next question will be from Taikisha Scott, then Cameron Stolbrand, then Brown Ezekiel, then Veronica Gomez.
Oh, hi, Veronica.
Then Sterling, then Melissa Fornash, then Taryn, then Shelly, then C. Chelsea, then Kirsten 27, then Emily Pink Splash Rose.
Perfect.
Yeah. And we're still adding to that list as we go, so
definitely.
don't panic if you haven't heard your name.
My voice is really scratchy. I'm so sorry, guys. I might get you to grab me a lozenge if it continues,
for sure.
just so that I can talk without scratching.
Yeah. All right. So our next question here is from Taikisha Scott from Alabama, who asks, "What week in August will I be getting the positive pregnancy test, please? I'm anxious to plan the surprise. I keep seeing hearts. What does it mean for me?"
Well, so hearts is just opening up, and they're showing me you are very open, honey. So I get around the second week of August for you, okay, hon? Yeah, you're so cute.
All right, our next question is from Cameron Stolbrand, who asks, "Will Adam and I end up in a relationship?"
Yeah, I do hear, though, this isn't your forever relationship, okay? So just be prepared for that. Definitely somebody worth spending time with, though, and getting to know is what I'm hearing.
All right. Our next question is from Brown Ezekiel 6614, who asks, "Been feeling a little lost lately. Just wondering if anything for love or general. Thank you."
So I do feel for you, this year is really about your collecting yourself and figuring yourself out. So that's why you're feeling the way you are. It's actually a good feeling. I know sometimes it doesn't feel great, but it is a good thing because it is pushing you in a certain direction, which is important, okay? What I hear for you is love is coming, but I'm not hearing it until the beginning of next year for you, okay? So I do see a relationship happening, but you need to figure yourself out first. So take the opportunity to work on yourself.
All right. Our next question is from Veronica, who asks, anything on my career?
Veronica Gomez?
Veronica Gomez.
Okay, so things are shifting a little bit. Don't panic is what I get told to tell you. So do not get frustrated or panicky about things. It's just going to be temporary is what I'm hearing. It's not a forever situation, but I do see some shifting happening. It does look like you might be expanding or doing something a little bit different or adding to what you already are doing is what I'm hearing, okay? So be open and receptive to whatever comes your way and get out of the way of you can't change what's happening, basically, is what I'm hearing, okay? So just allow it to process its way through and then it's going to be okay. Yeah.
All right. Our next question is from Sterling, who asks, do you see the initials of the man I am supposed to be with?
Yeah, I got an R, and it might be Roy or Rory or something like that. Like it's an R for sure.
All right. Our next question is from Melissa Forinash, who asks, oh, 1 second.
What happened?
Nothing. My phone just glitched for a second. Melissa asks, will I get the job I applied for last week, and when will I know when I get it?
Yeah, I'm hearing yes. It does feel like it's going to be a couple of weeks before you get all of the paperwork and everything signed and you get the job and start. So it's going to be a couple of weeks still, but yeah, I feel very positive about it for sure.
All right. Our next question is from Taryn, who asks...
Hang on. Somebody's just asking how to donate. So just go up into my link tree. There's a donate button. Pick whichever denomination. Put your name and your question into instructions to seller, okay? Sorry.
All right.
I need to cut you off there.
That's
So
all good.
re-say the name.
Taryn asks, all of a sudden I've been shored with people and feeling detached. What is going on? Will I be in a relationship soon?
So I'm hearing for you, a relationship is about 1.5 years away, but only because you're going through a huge metamorphosis is what I'm hearing, okay? So it looks like you're removing people that are no longer going to be a part of your journey, and you're opening the door now for the universe to kind of fill that space with new people coming in, okay? So don't panic. It's not a terrible thing, but I do hear that it's, it's necessary, okay? So it can be uncomfortable, but it is necessary is what I hear.
Did you get the first part of the question?
What was the first part?
All of a sudden I've been short with people and feeling detached. What is going on?
So, I mean, again, there's a lot of energy happening and there's a lot of shifting happening within you. And so it is causing a little bit of disharmony. What I would say with you, honey, is sleep is really important. So get as much sleep as you can so that you can keep your balance and get the right hormones in, the certain hormones that are released in the brain when we get the proper sleep. And I'm getting the sense that it's not necessarily good sleep for you or proper sleep for you.
All right. Our next question is from Shelly, who asks, are Tim and I going to have a future together?
Yeah, definitely. And it feels really good, so I'm not worried. Yeah.
All right. Our next question is from Chelsea, who asks, does she only see me as a friend, or how does she feel? When, if so, do you see a committed relationship between us? Thank you. I'm
not getting a committed relationship with you guys, but there are feelings. I'm going to be blank about that. There are feelings, but I'm not seeing a committed relationship happening for whatever reason. It feels like somebody else is coming along for you.
All right. Our next question is from Kirsten, who asks, I really feel like it should be my time to have balance and contentment. Will this happen for me soon?
So 2023 is what I'm hearing. So this is a time where it's like they're literally showing me weeding and things being kind of turned upside down, things being crazy, and a little bit of removing things, okay? So this year is really about getting rid of the toxicity in your life, anything that doesn't serve you, bye-bye, no more. And 2023 is your year of peace is what I'm hearing, okay? So that's where that balance is coming in.
All right. This is the last of our list here.
Okay.
So Emily Pink Splash Rose asks, how will I meet my next partner? Will he be my forever partner? Thank you.
So I definitely do feel like this is somebody who's coming into your life that is going to be a part of the journey prolonged. Okay, so this is definitely a long-term relationship coming in, and I see you guys meeting in a restaurant environment. So I don't know if it's like a blind date or you've met somewhere and then you've made a date to go out, but this is where I'm seeing you coming together for the first time. So it does feel like going out to eat somewhere. Yeah.
All right.
Do you mind just grabbing me a lozenge, honey?
Yeah, for sure.
Thank
Where
you.
are they?
They should be just on the chair there.
Okay.
Oh, thank you, honey. Just the more I talk, the drier my throat gets. Yes. You're so cute. All right. I'll try not to be rude while I'm doing this.
All right. I will read out our new list here. So in order, our next question will be from Jelena, then Amanda L, I believe. Amanda. Then Tiffany, then Maria Selena Romano, then Key Snipes,
Okay.
then Krista Golf Chick, then Andrea or Andrea, then Jocelyn, then Bijou1234, because I don't see a name here, Robin Coach, then Vicky Woodward, then Irina Singal, then Poetic Linda,
Uh-huh.
then Jagnor, then Miriam, then Damira.
Okay.
That's it.
You guys are all next.
Yeah. And again, if you haven't heard your name yet, don't panic.
You're still on the list.
All right. Who did I say first? Jelena?
Yes. It's a good thing you do that because
Okay.
I wouldn't have remembered. Sorry.
And someone asked, do we donate for the children's book to get a question?
So you donate to get a question. You can pre-order the children's book through my website, but the donation just helps me to pay the illustrator, basically. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
And if anyone hasn't heard their answers, we've already answered you, the live will be on YouTube.
That's right.
Yeah.
Did somebody just ask?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so our next question here is from Jelena, who asks, will I be in a romantic relationship with Davor, or do I need to move on?
I hear move on, honey, and I do feel like the person coming in, I get the name Robert. So that's the person for you. All right.
All right, next is from Amanda L, I believe,
Okay.
who says, hi, Rebecca. Will things work out with the person I'm with? Any messages for me? Thank you, Amanda. And she sent a $20 donation.
Oh, thank you, honey. So definitely, I do feel like there's some challenging times right now. Communication is really key. Please try to keep level, not accusatory or pokey. I guess the best way to say it. And I definitely do feel like you guys could work things through, but it feels like with you, honey, you're kind of shifting into a different way of being, and so this partner might not be able to keep up with that. Okay, so just be prepared in case you shift a little too much and you're like, nah, this person can't keep up with where I'm going. All right.
All right. Our next question here is from Tiffany, who asks, I love listening to you and the hair is amazing.
Oh, thanks, honey.
When will I get a positive pregnancy test?
So I got 3 months, so not yet. It's all about timing with you, and your baby's birth date is important, okay?
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Our next question here is from Maria Selena Romano, who says, hi, hope you're doing well. Last time you mentioned that my house is active because I activate it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any insight on why that is?
So when you're somebody who can feel spirits, there's kind of a signal that happens. And so when you have that signal happening, spirits can see that you can see them or feel them. And so it kind of attracts them. That's, there's not much that you can do to change that. You can put in boundaries. So it's just like as if somebody was coming to your house at 4 a.m, knocking on your door and saying, hey, you want to have a cup of coffee? You can say no. So you can do that as well with spirit. Or you say, come to me at a decent hour. When I'm in bed, leave me alone. I'm in bed. I don't want to be bothered. Any other time, you're free to come in, but then you have to be open and receptive to allowing them to communicate with you, okay? You have no obligations to them. They're not coming to you so that you help them cross over or any of that kind of thing. It's just literally because they can see that you can feel and know that they're there. All right.
All right. Our next question here is from Key Snipes, who asks, will Matthew and I get back together? If so, what is needed for us to do to be successful this time?
So I do feel like there is this potential for reconciliation. Again, you guys have to take things slow. Don't just jump back in, is what I'm being told, but definitely open the door to communication so that you guys can work through things. I feel like you both have been through a lot in this past little while, so you're already going to be starting in a new place, which means that it's going to feel different, but you have to leave the past in the past, is what I'm being told, okay?
All right. Our next question here is from Krista Golf Chick 101, who asks, do I have a job coming soon? Doing what?
So they're telling me sales with you, and I hear it's about 2 months before you actually get the position that you're looking for or the position that's being offered to you, okay?
All right. Our next question here is from Andrea, who asks, will I get pregnant with my third soon? When? Been trying for 5 months.
So I'm hearing 2023 for the pregnancy, honey. It's not yet. And the only reason why it's not yet is because it has to be the right timing for the baby. Right?
All right. Our next question here is from Jocelyn, who says, hello, my name is Jocelyn. Will my ex Ivan and I get back together? We broke up after almost 4 years.
Yeah, unfortunately, honey, I don't get a yes on that. I do feel like somebody else is coming along that's going to be taking you, basically sweeping you off your feet and taking you away kind of thing. So somebody else is going to be a part of your life. Yeah. Sorry, I know that's not the answer you want, but that's what I hear. Okay.
All right.
Sorry.
No worries. Our next question here is from Bijou1234. That's the email.
Okay.
And they ask, do I have a future with Mark, who lives in Canada? I just went up there for 2 weeks and he is not committed to me yet. Also, does it look like I'm flying up there again this year?
So I do feel like it's slowly getting there. Definitely the connection is there. So I don't doubt that connection at all. But I hear that it is taking a little bit more time to happen, okay? It will happen, though, I do hear. So just be patient. And yes, I do see you going up there again.
Oh,
Okay.
Totally Tara, who always donates, said, good morning, ladies. I just wanted Rebecca to know I did get the house and I am moved in.
Yay! Congrats, honey. I'm so happy.
All right. Our next question here is from Robin Coach, I believe is how you say it.
Okay.
Who asks, what's with this bout of depression I'm having?
So it's coming up because you're ready to release. A lot of it is past trauma is what I'm hearing. So go in and do some inner work. Journaling helps a lot. Getting out of your head, honey, because you're an overthinker and you overthink everything. So really working through that is going to help you a lot, okay? The journaling, honestly, anybody who is an overthinker, journaling is the best thing you can do to get out of yourself, okay?
All right. Our next question here is from Vicky Woodward, who asks, what is going to happen next in this relationship with Joe?
So it does feel complicated. I do feel like there are issues around the relationship, or there are things happening around the relationship. So, but it's all to do with like one person or the other. I feel like with Joe, there's a lot of emotional stuff going on, and not necessarily good at coping with feelings. So the stuff that's happening, it's like, I just got to shut the door to everybody kind of feeling. So just be patient with him is what I hear. I don't feel like it's going to end or anything like that, but I do feel like there are some issues happening for him, okay? It doesn't have anything to do with you. It's his own personal stuff, but he just doesn't handle that very well. Okay?
All right. Our next question here is from Irina Singal, who asks, hi, I was told I will have trouble conceiving my first child and will need in vitro. Is this true? Thank you.
So it does look like you're going to need some kind of medical intervention. I'm not necessarily getting that it's full on in vitro. It might just be that you need some support from a doctor. So go and see somebody. It doesn't feel like it's full on in vitro. So it might be that you just need hormones or something going on to help balance your system, okay? Yeah.
All right. I do see some people are spamming donated. If you just want to remind me.
That's yeah. So if you have donated, we go through the list in order as it's been received. So we already know that you've donated. You don't need to tell us that. Just wait, and we will call out a list of names. Once you hear your name, then you know when you're on the list. Okay. We always get to everybody, and if I don't get to you on the live, you can always send your question to my Instagram as well. Okay.
But please don't spam.
Yeah, don't spam. Yeah, because it slows it all down. Yeah. Thank you.
All right, our next question is from Poetic Linda, who asks, will I ever have children? If so, how many and when?
You will, and I hear 2024 for your first one, and I get 2 children for you, honey. Okay?
All right, our next question is from Jagnor, who asks, will I pass my private pilot check ride on first try this month?
Not on the first try, but don't panic. You will pass it, okay? So I just feel like it might be your nerves a little bit that's going to cause the issue.
All right, our next question here.
Oh, hang on.
Oh, sure.
Somebody's just asking how to donate. So to donate, just go up into my link tree. There's a donate button. Pick the denomination that you'd like to donate. Put your question and your name in to the instructions for seller, and that gets you on the list.
All right. Sorry. Our next question here is from Miriam, who asks, will Jonathan be someone I date?
So I got to know, there's somebody else, the name Thomas comes through. So this is somebody who's coming into your life very quickly, I hear, this year. So somebody else is coming in.
All right, and we have reached the bottom of our list here. So our last question is from Damira, who asks, upcoming love, what should I expect? That's for Damira.
So with you, honey, it feels like a new love interest is coming into your life, but not until about 6 months from now. You've got a lot of stuff to clean up, as they say. So a lot of relationship history and baggage and trauma that we got to get rid of and clear and feel good about. But once you do, that opens the door to this interest coming in, and it feels like this is your forever person, okay? Yeah.
All right.
And I heard the name Jonathan, so I'm just going to say it.
All right. Do you want to just go over?
Yeah, sure.
All that?
While you do that.
Yeah.
So if you guys do want to pre-order a copy of my children's book, The Little Light, A Soul's Journey, you can do so through my website, www.rebeccadragonheart.com, or you can just go up into my link tree and click The Little Light and see all the tiers that are there. Right now, because I am a self-published author, I am in my crowdfunding stage, so I am trying to raise enough funds to pay the illustrator and the printers and all of that kind of stuff. It's quite expensive to publish a book, so your support is greatly welcomed and appreciated. Anybody who does support early will get a special edition, so it will be a signed copy. We'll have the gold leaf on the front and then also on the edges of the paper as well. So I'm only going to be printing 2,000 copies of the special edition. Right now we're at 87, but our target is 2,000 by the end of July. And like I always say, I do believe in miracles, and TikTok is an amazing platform. So if you think that you know somebody who would be interested in the book, please share my stuff with them. I have lots of videos on the book.
All right. Our new list here in order.
So just listen for your name. You guys are
or
all
email.
next. Or email. Name or email.
All right, so in order, our next question will be from Ellie4Raw14, then WonderGlow15, then Erica Byram, then Miss Xtina, then Just Angela, then Vonda, then Gina P, then Stephanie Brummer, then Caitlin McQuinnell, then Irina, then Rachel Phillimore, then Alexandra K. Tapia, then Julia Romano, then Ashley B, then Laura Enriquez, then T.D. Herperger, yes, then Carmen.
Perfect.
Right?
So you guys are all next.
Yeah. So Eddie for just gotta get back there.
Yeah.
All right. Ellie4Ra14 asks, hi Rebecca, my daughter's book is finished. Does the story and illustrations good? Are the story and illustrations good, maybe? Is this the book that will be successful when published, and when? Thank you.
So it's going to be about 1.5 years before she sees some success with it, but it's definitely a good one for her. It's the starting point. I see many. So it's not the only book that she's going to do. It's many books, but this is definitely the starting point for her. So she will have her success with her book. All right.
All right. Our next question here is from WonderGlow15, who says, oh, and they sent a $20 donation.
Oh, thank you, honey.
And they ask, hi, I'm really struggling again with my eating issues and body image. Will I ever find peace with this issue?
Yeah, and you know, a lot of it, honey, I think hypnosis will help you. I know that seems really different, but I feel like hypnosis will help you. It feels like it's a past life thing. So see if you can find somebody in your area that does past life regressions and really work through some of those issues. I definitely do see things improving for you, honey. But you have to figure out what the root problem is. And I do feel like conventional ways aren't helping you. So try doing the unconventional ways to figure it out, okay? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right. I do see some people asking why their name hasn't been on the list yet.
Just we read the list out in order of receiving the donation. So if you haven't heard your name yet, it just means we haven't gotten to your part yet.
Mm-hmm. But you are there.
But you're there, yeah, definitely.
All right, our next question here is from Erica Byram, who asks, is Taz missing me? Will he contact me soon?
Yes and yes. Within the next couple of weeks, I hear. So there will be contact. Yeah.
All right. Our next question is from Miss X Tina on TikTok, who asks, general advice. I don't have any real questions.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm feeling a lot of amazing energy around you, honey, and I do see a lot of really positive things that are coming, like within the next 4 months for you. There's going to be some major positive changes is what I'm hearing, and it's just a lot of happy joy energy, which means that things that you've been planting, that you've been working on, are coming to fruition. Okay, so just be ready for that joy. I do feel like there's going to be a trip or something, and it might be an unexpected trip, and it does feel like a very positive experience as well. So this is all good. It feels good.
All right, our next question here is, oh, and she sent a bunch of heart faces. Our next question is from Just Angela, who asks, how much longer do I have to wait for my person?
It's 1.5 years. Sorry, honey. So it'll be later next year is what I'm hearing. Yeah, the later part of the year. Sorry, honey. You can move that timeline, but you have to do work to do that, okay? So that means you just have to get into a meditative state, work on yourself, and really focus on what you want to bring into your life, okay? That can change the timeline.
All right, our next question is from Vonda, who asks, how many guides or guardian angels do I have?
So you have 3 guides, and I do see and hear that Archangel Gabriel is with you. And I don't know exactly what Gabriel does, but for whatever reason, that is the one that they're telling me is with you, and that's the guide, the angel that you should be working with. So if you need to Google to find out what he does, I'm not 100% sure. Michael's my guardian angel, so I don't know much about the other ones. But that's what I'm hearing for you, okay? Your 3 guides, you have 2 males and a female guide as well.
All right, our next question here is from Gina P, who asks, is James the one for me, and will we have a baby together?
Mm-hmm. Yes, and 1.5 years I hear that you're going to have a baby. So actually 17 months is what they're saying. So I'm going to go with 17 months. So it's a little bit more than 1.5 years.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Our next question is from Stephanie Brummer. Hello, Stephanie again.
Hello again.
Says, hi, what can I expect in August with regards to career? Thank you.
Mm-hmm. So it looks like there's going to be an opportunity for you to change careers or do something completely different from what you have been doing. So keep your options open. I am hearing that it might be that somebody is offering you a position. So you're not actually like actively looking for this place. It feels like they might be coming to you, okay? So just be open and receptive. Put your resume out. Let people know that you are looking for a job, but this is something different from what you've been doing is what I'm hearing.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Our next question is from Caitlin McQuinnell, who asks, I feel stuck, especially in my situation I am in with Connor. Having a hard time leaving my home and figuring out what career I should head into. I feel super overwhelmed all the time. Need guidance.
So with you, honey, I'm hearing alternative modalities. So that means yoga, Pilates, I don't know, it's health and wellness is basically what I'm being told for you. And this is going to help kind of find your balance. So it's going to help you get balanced, but you're also going to be able to have a career doing it, okay? So I do feel like education is a part of the next 8 months for you. So it looks like you're going to be doing some educating and learning about things over the next 8 months, which is going to put you on this new path, okay?
All right. Our next question here is from Irina Singal again, who says, "Hi, another question. Do you see me marrying Do you see me marrying me and or committing to me lifelong? Thank you." I'm not sure if she meant to put a name in there, but yeah.
Yeah, I do feel like this is a lifelong commitment relationship, but you guys aren't there yet, is what I'm hearing. So just give it some time to get and grow to that, okay? Baby steps, take it slow is what I'm hearing.
All right. Our next question here is from Rachel Phillimore, who asks, "Oh, thanks so much for your gift," they say, and then, "Will I get the promotion? Should I pursue Reiki healing instead?"
So I definitely do feel like with you, your happiness and your joy is with the alternatives. With the Reiki, I'm also seeing crystals and I'm also seeing sound therapy as well. So whatever it is you're going to be doing, it does feel like that is more aligned for you. But right now, you need the money. So the promotion isn't a bad idea. It's just know that you're taking it knowing that you're not staying. Okay.
All right, our next question here is from Alexandra K. Tapia, who asks, "Will Gerald L. contact me or will we see each other soon to reconcile our relationship?"
So I do feel like there's going to be communication. I'm not seeing a reconciliation happening, not in that sense. I feel like the reconciliation is going to be the communication, but that's about as far as it's going to go. So I don't see you guys getting back together. I do see you moving on, and I see them moving on as well.
All right. Our next question is from Julia Romano, who asks, "I haven't had much luck in romantic relationships in my life and would like to know if you see me being with someone in the future. Maybe their name or a timeline?"
So I hear the name David, but I'm hearing about 2.5 years before this person comes into your life. You have a lot of work to do and a lot of past stuff that you have to clear out, okay? So work on healing your traumas, yourself, relationship traumas, not just romantic relationships, but also friends and family as well, okay? So healing those, and then this person can come into your life.
All right. Our next question here is from Ashley B, who asks, "Will I be getting the Nissan Sentra at the buy here, pay here today? When will I get a call or email back if I was approved? Hopefully good news. I've been struggling to get a car."
Yeah, I'm hearing 3 weeks, but yes, you will. So it's still a bit away, but 3 weeks is not too much longer, right?
All right. Our next question here is from Laura Enriquez, who asks, "Hi, my name is Laura. Do you see a future with me and my boyfriend? Will things get better now that I'm pregnant? Thank you."
So I definitely see that things are going to change in a positive direction, but communication, okay? Communication is the most important thing between the two of you, and you don't always say everything that you need to say. So they're telling you to say what you need to say, be open, and communicate. And things will work better that way, okay?
All right. Our next question is from T.D. Herberger. I do remember they put their name in. I think it was Tina or something.
Okay.
And they ask, "Hey, we have been struggling with fertility for going on 3 years. We've been on fertility meds, have done shots, 7 IUIs, and I have had 2 chemicals that I know of. When will we get pregnant? Thank you." Oh, Tamara.
Okay. I'm hearing that it's still another 2 years before you actually get pregnant, honey. I know that sucks, but I'm going to say this. Go to somebody who does energy healing and get some energy work done, because I feel like some of this is past life trauma that's stuck there. So if you can work through that energy, you can make this happen sooner. But I do see you getting pregnant and it is successful, okay? So I just want you to know, and I do see you having 2. So I see 2 babies for you.
All right. Our next question here. Sorry, I have to make
no
room on
worries.
my page because we already did 2 full lists.
Okay. Next page.
Our next question. This person did not include That's the one I just wrote down. All right. Our next question
You know what you're doing.
is from Sipa, I believe.
Okay.
They say, my name is Sipa. Will my daughter get accepted into UC Berkeley?
Oh, yeah. I see three options. There's 3 opportunities for her. So it looks like there's going to be 3 different places where she will. But yes, definitely she is going to. Yay.
All right. Our next question here is from Carmen, and this is the end of our list.
Okay.
Carmen asks, oh, and they sent $20.
Oh, thank you so much, Carmen. It really helps, honestly.
And they ask, hi, Rebecca. This year, do you see me getting pregnant first or married? And if I get pregnant, what is the gender? Thank you.
So I'm hearing pregnancy for you is 6 months from now, and I'm hearing a little boy. Okay. You will get married afterwards, I'm hearing. So you're not getting married this year or pregnant this year, but 6 months. We're a little bit into next year, but the very beginning part. So it's, not really insignificant, right?
All right. I just have to write down our new list if you want to go over whatever you have to go over.
Sure. So if you guys want to help me out with my children's book, please go and pre-order a copy or share my videos with people you think that would enjoy it. It's The Little Light, A Soul's Journey. It is a story that I channeled over 20 years ago. And it is about the journey of the soul from the other side. Us picking our lives, our experiences, what the soul looks like what we look like on the other side, what the other side looks like, and then what it looks like as we're picking our lives and coming into this experience. It's a great book for anybody who wants to help their children understand that they are a soul first and a body second. So if that is something that sounds like it would be of interest to you, you can pre-order a copy on my website, www.rebeccadragonheart.com. or right up in my link tree. I am at 87 copies sold. We're trying to get 2,000. I should stop using the word trying. We are aiming for 2,000 sold copies. So if you want to pre-order your copy, please go over to my website and do that.
And feel free to share this live as well.
Definitely, absolutely. You can share my videos on my TikTok, my Instagram, or on my YouTubes as well.
All right. Our next I'll read out
our list first.
Yeah.
So listen for your name, okay, guys?
So our new list here in order. Our next question will be from Claudia Besseril, I believe. Claudia. Then Corinne Guimond. Then Linda Sig6. Then Simi 1705. Then Katie Thomas. Then Angelica Carrasquillo. Then Melissa Ortiz.
Perfect.
All right.
All right. You guys are all next.
All right. And Claudia donated $30.
Oh, thank you so much, Claudia.
Amazing. All right. Claudia asks, what is going on with Mike? He's been quiet and should be back from army training. Is he dating someone else or talking to other people? When will we have a devoted relationship? Are we destined?
So I do feel like there's other people involved, honey. I do feel somebody else is coming into your life in the next 7 months that is going to be more in alignment for you. I get a D for the name. It might be Daniel, I think, maybe, but I'm getting a D for him. This is somebody who is more in alignment for you, honey. It feels like with Mike, there's a lot of selfishness and a lot of, I'm still not fully able to commit yet, is how it feels with him. So I wouldn't wait around if I were you. I definitely would open the door for the other person to come in, because this person's going to treat you better. All right? Sorry, I know that's not what you wanted to hear, but that's what your guides are telling me.
All right. Our next question here is from Corinne Guimond, who asks, is Andrew the one? Should I take the manager job?
Yeah, definitely. I would take the manager job, because it feels like it's going to propel your life in a totally different trajectory. I do feel like you guys have some unfinished business, but I don't know if he's necessarily your soulmate. So I do feel like somebody else is going to come into your life, but not until about 1.5 years from now.
All right. Our next question here is from Linda Sig6, who asks, hi, Rebecca. When will my daughter meet her forever person, and where her current relationship isn't working and is complicated? Thank you.
So I hear 2 years before she meets her forever person, just because there is so much going on in her life, and she's not a free agent anyway. So, I mean, it makes sense that 2 years would be what they're feeling for her. Matthew, I think, is the name, or an M is what I'm getting, okay?
All right. Our next question is from Simi1705, who asks, hey, when will A reach out and when will we go on a first date?
So I'm hearing in August, so you guys are going to go and have your first date in August. So there you go. Keep me posted on that. Oh, you're welcome, you guys. I'm saying thank you.
All right. Our next question here is from Katie Thomas, who asks, will I have another baby? Will it be a girl? When?
So I do see you having another one. I'm not hearing it's not until 2024. So whatever's going on right now, that's when the timing is correct. Okay. I hear it's another boy. I'm sorry. I don't get a girl. Yeah. Healthy.
Right.
Healthy's good, right?
All right, our next question here is from Angelica, who asks, am I pregnant yet, or when will I be? Is it a boy or a girl?
2 months is what I'm hearing before you actually are pregnant, and I'm hearing a little girl.
All right. Our next question is, or this is the end of our list.
Okay.
So our next question is from Melissa Ortiz, who asks, will my husband Noel be awarded primary custody of his children in August?
No, I'm not getting it. So it feels complicated. It may be 50-50, or there's something going on there where it's not, it doesn't feel primary, honey. Sorry. It feels complicated. So whatever's going on, I am being told to tell you, keep fighting for that, or keep trying to work towards that, because it is the right thing, but it feels complicated. So it feels like there is a lot to work towards that. Okay. A lot to do to get to that point.
All right. I do see someone donated but didn't put their question in. So,
okay.
John Gardisiewski, I believe.
Okay, if you're still on the live,
Yeah.
Can you put your question here on the live so we can answer you, okay?
All right. Let's get down to business.
Is that because we watched Mulan yesterday?
Maybe. All right. Our new question here. Sorry, my computer's being a little bit slow.
Is it being slow? That's okay. I know. I mean, we're using multiple devices, so it can happen, yeah.
I do see some people asking how to donate and if it'll be answered on the live.
Yes, so we're still on for a little bit. If we run out of time, what ends up happening is I just ask you to send your question over to my Instagram account, and then I will answer you there. Always make sure to get to everybody within the next 24 hours. So as soon as I'm done the live, I go straight to answering questions from the live, okay? So you still have time if you'd like to get a question in. So we're just working on our list from the order as it's been received. Don't tell us you donated, just wait for your name to be called and we will answer you based off of how it's received, okay? So we just go in order basically from the bottom up. First.
All
right, so just listen for your name. We're going to call out our list now for the next few names.
Yeah. All right, so in order, our new list here is Claudia Besseril, then Veronica Gomez, then Kaylin Scott, then Levin Drin, then Tamra Herperger, then Marissa Mystery, then Vicky Woodward, then Craig Perez, then Lourdes, I believe is how you say that. Then Julie Ruck, then April McCoy, then Perry Poller, then Ellie Raw 14, then Katie Thomas, then Linda, then Brianna, then Lori A. Blake, and then Tika Villa Meitzer.
That's a big list.
All right.
So who was the first one?
Claudia.
Claudia, you're first.
All right. Claudia asks, will I ever have a child with Mike? If so, when?
So you are going to have a child. I'm hearing that it's not until 2024, and for whatever reason it's delayed. Like you were supposed to have one sooner, but now they're telling me that it's changed for you. Okay, so 2024 is what I'm hearing.
Oh,
right.
And Tamara Herberger said, you totally answered my second question with my first reading. So,
Oh, well, there you go.
yeah, so I guess I won't read hers out. All right.
That happens sometimes.
Yeah. Our next question, oh my goodness, is from Veronica Gomez, who sent a $50 donation.
Oh, Veronica, you're so sweet.
My
honey.
goodness.
Thank you.
Who asks anything on my father-in-law and mom.
So it's interesting with your father-in-law. I actually had a dream about it yesterday, and you in the dream you called me and you told me that he's hanging on. So I asked about that with my guides this morning when I woke up, and they told me because you guys have been visiting, you've almost given him a new zest for life, and so you've given him purpose again. I would encourage more visits. Make sure you're continuing to do so because you have given him a reason to hang on. It feels like he was ready to let go, but then that shifted because of you and the kids. So I would continue there. Again, with your mom, I still feel like keep an eye on her, okay? But the information that I got is you don't have to worry about her until like next year, whatever is happening with her. But I do feel like you want to keep an eye on her, okay, honey? Definitely. All right.
All right. Our next question here is from Kaylin Scott, who asks, can I please have some career direction?
So Kaylin, they're showing me you have, I don't know if you already are self-employed, but it looks like you're going to be doing something where they're showing me you doing some kind of a mixing. So it's like, I almost want to say it's like hand creams or balms or things like that. So it's like some kind of self-employed, and it looks like you're selling online. Okay. So if you aren't doing it already, that's where I'm seeing it. And I do see you partnering with somebody. So it might be a close friend or a family member or whatever, but I see you doing that with somebody. Okay. So it might be coming up for you or already been kind of proposed. I say, take it, do it. And it's just kind of a beginning. It feels almost like, when you go into like a bed bath type situation where you find hand lotions and candles and things like that, but it's more the hand lotions and creams is what I'm seeing.
All right. Our next question here is from Levin, who says, hi Rebecca, I would like to know when will my finances get better? Thanks. Levin.
So it feels like later in 2023. Whatever you're doing now, it does feel like you're setting things up in the right direction, but I'm not seeing it leveling out until later next year. Okay, so just hang on until then. It will shift though.
All right. Our next question here is from Marissa Mystery, who asks, will me and Gerteg be in a long-term relationship together? Is he my forever person?
So it definitely feels like a really good vibration. And it's interesting because they show me a tuning fork, which means you guys are a perfect match. So it's definitely a relationship worth being in for both of you. You both have a lot to give and help with. So I would work at that being the case. Don't be too pushy about it, but let it happen naturally is what I'm hearing. Okay, it definitely feels really good, honey, and when I see that tuning fork, it just means that it's definitely the perfect vibration for both of you.
All right. Our next question is from Vicky Woodward, who asks, how long can you see this relationship lasting? Thank you.
So it's not your forever. I think you already know that. Max I'm getting is like a year and a half. There's just so much happening on their side, and it feels very chaotic, and it feels very unpredictable and uncommitted and like in out. So I wouldn't hang on more than that, to be honest. And I would, as soon as things start getting really, really complicated, you may want to step back from it.
All right. Our next question here is from Craig Perez, who asks, is my wife Amanda staying faithful during our separation?
Yeah, I don't get any sense that there's anybody else, so it definitely feels like there isn't anybody else in her experience right now. Yeah, I think what she's doing right now is trying to heal, trying to work through her own stuff.
All right. Our next question is from Yordis. I'm not sure if it's an L or an I there.
Okay.
Who asks, been really stressed about my connection with E. He keeps blocking me. What is going on? Will he unblock? And how does he feel about me? Has he been stalking me from a fake account?
That's a lot going on there. I get the sense that this is somebody that you should really cut energy with. It's not somebody that you want in your life. I would shut that door. I really would. And I do feel like for you, once you make that decision, it opens the door for somebody better. Okay?
All right. Our next question is from Julie Ruck, who asks, what advice do you see for my career? Or for me for my career? And should I quit my job at PDA?
So I get resistance with the job, so don't quit. And part of the reason why is because it looks like you might be going back to school and there's some kind of education that's happening here. You're a humanitarian is what I'm being told, and you're a healer, honey. So anything that has to do with healing. That could be nursing, massage, Reiki, touch therapy, reflexology, whatever, but it has to be a healing modality is what I'm hearing, okay? So don't quit your job yet. Make sure you have something else in place first. Okay?
All right. Our next question is from April McCoy, who sent a $20 donation.
Hi, April.
And she says, hello, pretty. What can I do to better my relationship with my spouse? In that, how do I show them I'm all in? And am I on the right spiritual path for honing my gifts?
Oh, definitely. For your gifts, you're definitely working through it, and you are hearing your guides more. So definitely the right direction that way. What I'm hearing with the relationship is, I think, making sure that you're communicating your feelings, but you're good at showing. So show it as much as you can. Lots of affection, lots of attention, listening, really being a part of the relationship in a bigger way. Okay? And I do see things growing and becoming a lot stronger. All right?
All right. Our next question here is from Perry Poller, who asks, when will I meet my Finnish husband?
So I hear 7 months. That it does feel like this timeline moves though, so it's really dependent on you is what I'm hearing, okay? So when I see it moving like that, it means that you're not clear on what you're looking for. So get really focused, get really clear on the type of person he is, the type of personality, what they do for a living. Are they family oriented? Are they funny? Are they kind? Are they committed? All of those things. Literally get very clear on it, and you will be able to solidify that, okay? But it does feel like it shifts depending on you. Okay?
All right. Our next question here is from Ellie4Ra14, who asks, hi, Rebecca again. Will I be a homeowner / when, and how will I get the finances to be able to own a home? Thank you.
So it looks to me like you will own a home, but not until about 2024. And it does feel like somebody else is helping you to do that. So it might not just be financing, but it might be that you buy a home with somebody, okay? And that's kind of how it feels, is like somebody else is coming in, helping you purchase a home. It just seems more suitable for you because renting is insane. And, home owning is definitely a better way to go, but it does feel like you might be buying with somebody, okay? But 2024.
All right. Our next question here is from Katie Thomas, who asks, I wanted to know if I had any special gifts or not, and if I have any spiritual guides, and who are they?
So to me, what I'm hearing is, so you're very empathic. Your gifts are all about feelings, okay? So that's where most of your power and energy comes from, is like feeling a room, feeling people, feeling an experience, that kind of thing. So using your emotions and feeling things, okay? You are also a healer, honey, so that means you should be working in some kind of humanitarian field because you are here to do healing work, but you are good at communicating too, so you could be a therapist or a counselor if you wanted to go into that direction, okay? When it comes to your guides, you have 2 guides with you. The 2 that I see, it's a man and a woman. The man is really, 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 really old. The woman is probably, I would say, around 30 or 40 years old, so she's not super old. But the man, he's like really old, and I see him dressed in like Greek style, the old Greek style toga type clothing, and he shows me a scroll, which means that like he's a man of wisdom, a man of information. So this is the person that helps you, or the guide that helps you with your information. All right.
All right.
Boy, my throat is really dry.
All right. Our next question here is from Linda Melody, who says, hi, my name is Linda. Is Petrus reaching out with good intentions? Will we be in a relationship?
So I definitely do get a little bit of caution, but I think it's just warning you, take things slowly, okay? So don't just jump all in. I definitely feel like there is a good reason behind it, but it does feel like be cautious, okay? So don't just jump in and be like eyes closed and that's it. Take it slow. Take it really slow.
All right. Our next question here is from Brianna Blake, who asks, when will I officially become a nurse?
So I'm hearing it's like beginning part of 2024. So whatever's going on in between that, that's when I'm getting there's the stamp of approval.
All right. Our next question is from Lori A. Blake, who asks, do you see me bringing my grandson home on Tuesday to Arizona?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Feels good.
All right. This is the end of our list here.
Okay.
So, Tika Villa Meiser asks, going to Colombia, would I be able to see the shaman? He doesn't know I am going to see him. Nobody knows where he lives. I have to find him.
So I feel like it's definitely going to be divinely guided for you, honey. You don't need to stress and worry too much. It feels like you will be able to find this shaman. So somebody is going to help you. That's a good thing. Gonna suck on a lozenge again because my throat is so dry.
And I do see that they sent another donation, so I'll just read it now.
Okay.
Again, for Tika Villameiser, they ask, going to get a bariatric surgery, would everything go okay?
Yeah. And again, with surgery, get some amethyst because it helps promote physical recovery, okay? All right.
All right.
What's looking for?
A name, they did maybe answer this. Yes.
Okay.
All right. We do have 2 more names here to answer.
Okay.
All right, our next question here is from Just Angela, who says, hi again. You answered my question about how soon my person comes into my life. Can you give me a name? Also, will I change career paths? Thank you. You are amazing.
So I get an A. It's either Adam or Anthony. I can't hear it. So I'm just going to give you an A, okay? And sorry, what was it? Change of career paths?
Yeah.
So not yet is what they're saying. You will change career paths, and it looks like somebody is going to, I don't know, it almost feels like somebody's going to offer you an opportunity to do something, and it feels almost MLM-y. Okay, so I'm going to say take it. 7 months is what I hear.
All right. Our next question is from Tamra Herberger, again, who asks, can I get a general reading, life/relationship? Thank you.
So for you, I don't know if you're in a relationship, but I'm hearing that there's somebody new coming into your life in 8 months that is a really good vibration for you and is going to move your life in the right direction and help accelerate your life really quickly, okay? Be open and receptive to this person. And it is somebody who's going to be romantic. So if you're in a romantic relationship, this person is going to take that relationship away and become the new relationship is what I'm hearing.
All right.
Okay.
Our new list here. In order, our next question will be from Melissa Carrasco, then April McCoy, then Christina Marie, I believe.
Okay.
Then Emily Philly.
Emily Philly?
I think so.
Okay.
As their kind of their email.
Okay.
So Emily. Then Gareth Connell. Then Katie Mills. Then Lourdes again.
Okay.
Then Karen Wild. Then Martina. Then Julie Raj, and that's it.
Okay. So you guys are all next.
Yeah, and we have about 10 minutes left.
10 minutes?
That will
Okay.
maybe be our last list.
Well, we'll see how fast it goes.
Yeah. All right. Melissa Carrasco has a few questions, and she donated $20.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So first she asks, am I on the right path? Then, I plan on looking for a new job after being at my job for 16 years. I don't love it anymore, and I don't know which way I'm supposed to go. Any advice? Please and thank you.
So, for you, it's interesting because you're very HRE in your energy, which means that human resources, human rights, that kind of thing. And that's where I feel you kind of excel. And I don't know if that's what you're doing now, but it might just be that you need to change where you're working as well. They show me HR type things, and it's probably because you do have experience in that, even if you don't have the certificate or graduation of it, okay? And that's where I see you heading. What was the other part of her question?
Am I on the right path?
Oh, you definitely feel like this is a year for you to shift and step into. This is very common for a lot of people for 2022, is like we're stepping into our real selves, who we are meant to be. And that's why a lot of us are feeling like, I don't want to do things this way anymore. So yes, you're on the right path and you're slowly being nudged to shifting things, okay? It's really about helping others for you. And so whether that's done through HR or whether that's done, you know, in that aspect, it just feels like that's where you should be focusing your energy.
All right.
All right. Mm-hmm.
Our next question is from April McCoy, who asks, will I get full custody of my kids / when?
So I don't know if it's in court already or not, but I'm hearing yes. It feels like about 7 months though. So whatever's happening, that's how long it takes for all of the final of it. Okay.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Our next question here is from, Melissa just said, thank you. Yes, helping others. I want to open a gym one day.
Nice. Nice. Perfect.
All right. This next question is from Christina, who says, hi, I'm Christina. Do you see when Joel D will re-enter my life?
So actually it's not that far away. So they're saying September. Here's what I'm hearing. This isn't necessarily the person that's meant to be your forever partner, but it does feel like they're supposed to be in your life, if that makes any sense. So it might be that this is just somebody who is a long-term relationship, but friend-wise, more so than a relationship in romantic. Okay?
All right. And I do see Laura Enriquez, who we did answer, is asking if her question got answered.
Oh,
she missed it.
You missed it, yeah. So I will upload the video to YouTube, and you can go and watch it there, okay, hon?
So yes, we did answer.
Yeah.
Laura Enriquez is her name.
Laura Enriquez, yeah. And because we call out the name, you should be able to find it, no problem.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Okay.
Our next question here is from Emily.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't read that yet, right?
I don't think so. I know you have to read it. Let me see.
Emily asks, hi Rebecca, I'm bored of my job and ready for a change. Should I pursue my side hustle or go work with my fiance? Any suggested steps? Thanks.
So I'm being drawn towards working with your fiance, but continue with the side hustle is what I'm hearing. So continue to do energy there as well, but go work with your fiance, yes. It's going to shift things a lot. Okay.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
And I do see some people are saying that they have donated multiple times but haven't heard their name yet.
Okay, so we're going to be running out of time probably. If you don't hear your name, I'm going to say we probably will be running out of time because there's only 8 minutes left. You can send your question over to my Instagram. Typically how this works is we just go as it's received. So sometimes there's some leftovers. Mm-hmm. It takes me about 24 hours to get through everybody, but I always get back to everybody before that. All right.
Mm-hmm. Our next question is from Gareth Connell, who asks, Gareth, what career direction am I going in?
Okay, so for you, you're very personable, honey. So you've got to work in something where you get to interact with people on a personal level. I don't know why they're showing me like insurance or something like that, but that's what I'm seeing is like you're doing like insurance or you're doing something to that effect where you're helping people with their security of their life, basically. You're personable, so that's where I see you.
All right. Our next question is from Katie, who asks, will my boyfriend Dill and I work through this and finally get married? When? We have a son together. Thank you. So still a lot of work to go is what I hear, but you guys can do it. Again, it's about communication and not being hurtful to each other. No poking about things that are from the past. Let the past be the past and just look towards the future, okay? I do feel like you guys will figure this all out, but I feel still 2024 before you come together the way that you want to. Okay. All right. Our next question here is from Lourdes. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. Okay. And they say, hi again. What's been going on with A? Is he okay and should I call? Does he have feelings for me? Is there a potential for us? Definitely a potential. I would call.
I would touch base and just be present and there for them. Okay, it's personal stuff, but I feel like you can help.
All right. Our next question is from Karen Wild, who asks, do you know the name of my forever person I am going to meet soon? Is it the person I am thinking of?
So the person that I'm getting, so they're showing me a D. Donald, I think is the name. A D. That's what I'm hearing. All right. I don't know if it's the name you're thinking, but that's the one I'm hearing. So.
All right. Our next question here is from Martina. Martina asks, will Rocky ever reach out to me, and why hasn't he? It's been 2 years since our fight. I miss our friendship so much.
So I do feel like you guys will communicate again, but not for still a little while, okay, honey? And I do feel like it's all about pride. It's all about pride on Rocky's side. You guys will come back together, but I don't think you're ever going to be the way that you were, okay? So just be prepared for that.
All right. Our next question here is from Julie Raj, who asks, is everything okay with my health, and when will I get all my dental work done?
So you won't be done all your dental. It's going to take 2 years for the entire thing to be done, is what I'm hearing. So what I'm hearing for your health, honey, I don't know if anybody's ever talked to you about having an autoimmune disorder, but I do feel like you might have one. So I would go and get that checked with the doctor if I were you. Food can help offset some of the triggers. So making sure that you're not eating processed food and that you're consuming more fresh fruits and vegetables and things like that, that will help you a lot more. Okay?
All right. Let me just...
Are you okay?
What we have here.
We have some time to add some more names?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Probably not all of them, though.
No, that's okay. Just say a few then.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, because we're...
Yeah, we've got
4 minutes.
No, 3.
3 minutes.
Yeah. All right. Our new list here, it will be a very short list, but I will read it anyways. In order. 1 second. Yeah. All right. So our next question will be from Carrie Smitty. Then, sorry.
That's okay.
Then Riki Babila. Yes.
Okay.
Then Lori A. Blake. Then Jess. And then 1 second. Sorry. I lost my thing here. Then Gareth.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So who's the first one?
Carrie Smitty.
Okay.
And someone asked, is it too late to send for today's live?
So if you send it now, it's too late to get it on the live, but you can send your question over to Instagram and I will answer you there. Okay, honey?
If you donated.
If you donate today, yeah.
Yeah.
I only take donations during my live. Anytime after my lives, one question with me is $30. So it's much better to donate on the live.
All right. Carrie Smitty asks, I am in a lot of pain every day from small fiber neuropathy. Will I get a spinal cord stimulator, and will I get relief from the pain?
So it's not going to alleviate all of the pain I'm hearing, but it's definitely going to dampen it extensively, honey. So it will be worth it in the end. I do feel like you're still going to wait a little bit. So it's probably about 1.5 years. So more into 2024, okay, before you actually get the surgery and all of it said and done. But it will help. It's going to improve your quality for sure. That sucks, honey. I'm sorry about that.
Right. Our next question is from Riki Babila, who asks, will Mel and I reconcile? Do you see this being a long-term healthy relationship? If not, is there someone else, and when? So
I hear the name Anna coming in. So Anna is important in this situation. I don't know who she is to you yet, but I do feel like this person's coming in pretty quickly, okay? I get resistance with the reconciliation, okay? All right. Our next question is from Lori A. Blake, who sent a $20 donation.
Oh, thank you, honey. And she asks, clarification courts on Tuesday. Does this mean my daughter will get full custody and he is able to leave the state with me on Tuesday after court to come to Arizona?
So it feels to me like there is going to be paperwork that gives you the right. I don't necessarily think that she's going to get full custody, but there is going to be paperwork, and that's all it takes is you can go to the court and say, I want to take my grandson on holidays or whatever, and they will grant that. Okay, so that's what I would do in that case.
All right.
Yeah.
Our next question here is from Jess 22167.
Okay.
Jess asks, is Robbie meant to be my forever romantic partner? When do you see that happening for us?
So it feels like you guys are already on that path about 4 months before you really commit or solidify it. So for whatever reason, you guys are taking it slow. But 4 months is when you guys will make that commitment, okay?
All right, and this is our last
question. Okay, so before I get to it, if you'd like to help support by pre-ordering a copy of my children's book, The Little Light, A Soul's Journey, you can find that on my website, www.rebeccadragonheart.com, or right up in my link tree under The Little Light. Everybody who helps support in the beginning, so the first 2,000 pre-orders, are getting a special edition copy of the book. It's going to be gold leafed with gold paper, plus also signed by me. And a few other little special gifts that will go along with it. So please help me and support by pre-ordering a copy of your book. And our last question is
from Gareth Connell asks, what is my soulmate / forever person's name and how will I meet this person?
So I'm seeing an S. I'm not getting the full name, but I'm seeing an S. It looks like you're meeting through other people that you already know. So it's through acquaintances or through people you already know, you're going to be introduced, okay? And I do feel like this person is coming into your life within the next 7 to 8 months. It really depends on how social you are, okay? So be open and receptive. Anybody who has done a donation for today, we're done now. So if you can send your questions over to my Instagram. If you don't have Instagram, you can send it to my email, which is rebeccadragonheart44@gmail.com. But it is faster if you send it to my Instagram because I do get hundreds of emails a day. So I sometimes don't get to everybody in a timely enough fashion as I do with the Instagram. On the Instagram, it can take up to 24 hours. So just be patient with me because I'm just one person, but I will get to you guys all before 24 hours is up. Okay. Thank you so much. And I will be back on again in a few days. I will make an announcement like I did last time, but I'm going to take some time to recover. My throat is definitely not happy. So thank you so much for your support today, guys. And I'll see you again in a few days. Okay. Bye.